really convinced that a lot of y'all men don't like women, y'all like little girls.
The older I get, the more I realize why older men date women that are significantly younger than them, and only because the women their age would never, ever even glance at them twice. Because now there are men my age that try to approach me and I have to actively withhold the urge to spit on them.
Many women spend their 20s becoming educated and financially stable. When they finally achieve independence and look for men who've done the same, they realize the men are not looking for powerful, independent women in their 30s. They're actually looking for attractive, younger women in their 20s that will make them feel powerful. And in Latin culture, multiply that times 3.
So to all the men out there wondering what's wrong with her, why is she still single when they see a 40-plus-year-old woman, understand that she is blissfully happy, so thrilled in her life that she doesn't want to have to deal with your insecurities.
Men want to marry young girls in their early 20s because they're easy to control and manipulate. When I was 22, all I cared about is love, and I didn't care if that meant I have to live in a shack and be a provider. This is what I looked like when I was 22. I was broke as and I had no money under my name. Now I'm 28, I'm financially independent, I got 3 raises so far at work, I'm a homeowner, I have amazing family and friends, and obviously my standards have changed so much since I was 20. Like, you really have to add value to my life for me to even consider talking to you. And before you call me a gold digger or that I'll expire soon, okay, millionaires have approached me, but I turned them down after one conversation because while they may be rich in money, they're basically broke spiritually, emotionally, and they don't know how to treat people, especially women, with respect. So don't believe when any man or woman tells you that you're gonna expire or your worth is gonna go down as you age, because the more you work on you, the more your value goes up.
You are a woman between the ages of 19 and 24, and a man in his late 30s and above is pursuing you. You need to run. You need to run immediately, expeditiously, as fast as you can, and you need to never look back. Because the reason he's pursuing you is because he's trying to manipulate you. He's more than likely told you that you're mature for your age, when what he actually means is that you lack experience and you're naive in the world of dating, and you're easy to mold to what he wants, because that is exactly what he will spend the entire relationship trying to do. He's also doing it because the women his age already know that he's that type of man when they first speak to him within the first conversation, and they don't deal with him. So he's found a young girl with little to no dating experience.
Why men date down? Now, before I tell you why, I just want to say not all men date down, but a lot of them do. And the reason is, a lot of guys feel like they have to be a provider. So by going for a girl who's maybe less intelligent or not as wealthy or not as successful, they feel more valuable. Now, this is something that's ingrained in society, but here's the thing. When someone is doing this purely for egotistical purposes, then the relationship is being set up to fail, because it's becoming a transactional relationship instead of a transformational relationship.
If you are a younger girl who is very beautiful, be wary of older men. Not all men are like this, but a lot of them are. And if they're older than you, they see you as someone that is young, they see you as someone that they can cultivate, someone that they can teach stuff to. And literally what they want to do is exert control over you. And so be wary of these men, because usually they are very insecure. And their goal is to exert control. That's all it's about. They don't really want you for you. They want you because you're young, and they really want to control you. Be careful.
Why 38-year-old men date 22-year-old women. There's a guy around my age who lives in my same complex, and he's not very successful. He's a little behind in life. He has a roommate. Nice guy, just, a little immature. And in the hot tub, this college-age girl told me that she has a thing for him. And she's really cute, very sweet. I mean, she's in college, so she's like super broke, and she's 21. But I still was like, why do you like this guy? He's floundering in life. Like, he's not very successful. You could do better. And I should not have said that because she was clearly offended. I think they're dating now, and his last girlfriend was 21 too, and it just made me realize these young girls think that he is successful. Women around his own age, me, see him as immature, not successful, behind in life. But 21-year-olds think that he's mature, he has his own place, even though he has a roommate. They think that he has money, even though he does not have money.
Men do not want to date within their own age groups anymore. They tend to go younger. When it's time to settle down and start a family, a man in his late 30s and early 40s is going to go after the woman that's in her late 20s and early 30s. Why is that? First is biological. Men and women are not the same when it comes to that aspect. The ability to conceive and have children completely differs between men and women. At the age of 25, if I know that I want to have 4 children one day, I need to start planning for that in the near future. Waiting until my late 30s is not going to be advisable. Whereas if a man at my age group wants to have 4 children, he can wait until his late 30s and even early 40s to start that family with no issue. So a man that's between the ages of 35 and 45 will go after a younger woman so that he can start that family. Second is social norms. Women tend to mold into a man's life more often than not. If he has a house, we move into his home. If he's the breadwinner, which most men are, women will relocate to live with the man that they want to settle down with. The wife will adapt to that man's friend group and also his culture. Most men, whether it's right or wrong, will tend to believe that the younger the woman is, the more easier it is for her to adapt into his lifestyle.
Let me just respond to this on behalf of all the 40-plus-year-old single women who are single by choice, not because they can't find a man. We are not leftovers. We have made a beautiful life for ourselves. A lot of us are very independent, successful, able to completely financially sustain not only ourselves, but our beautiful families. The pool of men who are secure enough in their own identity that they are not threatened by women like that is about this big. So when we are single, it's because we have been dealing with men who are so insecure that they are threatened and they try to knock us down to make themselves feel better. And we don't have time for that. We have such a beautiful life full of incredible things that we have worked our ass off to enjoy. We have probably dealt with a lot of man-childs who can't take a strong woman who doesn't need them, but just wants to be with them.
Man.
Men have a tendency to want to fill the provider role. And when a woman is financially independent, emotionally able to be okay and feels whole without a man, they don't know what to do. But I'm going to tell you what to do. Be their best friend, okay? Make them laugh, comfort them, support them as they're pursuing your dreams, and I guarantee you, she will do the same in return.
Right? And this man has now figured his life out. He now has the money. He has worked so hard to get a good life for himself. And this man probably has been rejected by women his age when he was 30 and 20. These women were looking for successful men. And now that he is 40 years that he wants a woman to settle with, do you think he's going to settle with a 40-year-old woman? No, this man probably wants to marry and have children. And we all know that the probability that a woman in her 40s will conceive is way lower as compared to a woman in her 20s. So yeah, these women need to be looking at the biological aspect as well. So this woman claims that she doesn't like men her age. In fact, she's disgusted by men who are her age. That is so cringe. I don't get how a woman can say this on social media. So the fact that she says this means that she's also disgusted by men who are older than her. Now her only option is men younger than her. So my take here is, so women are free to date men younger than them, but men can't date women younger than them. Is that what she's saying? I don't understand these women. What's happened to life choices? Everybody has their choices. So far as the woman is not underage, the funny thing here is these women, when they were in their 20s, preferred older men, but now they are old and they're saying they are disgusted by that. So funny, man. This woman right here is an example of why men would rather opt for younger women. This woman claims that she's independent, she's successful, and she literally keeps bragging about all her achievements. Now, imagine this woman being in a relationship with a man. She would literally want to walk all over the man. She would literally want to boss him around because she feels like she has achieved everything in life. You have nothing on her. That's how they think. You have nothing on. I don't need you. I only want you. Do you feel me? And this is why most of the men don't want this type of women. It's not as if men don't want successful women. They don't want successful women like this woman who thinks because she's successful, nobody has nothing on her. There are successful women out there who are so humble, who will not walk over you, who don't feel bossy. But this one, oh my God, run for